Welcome back to Remember 11. Still, I was thinking about something. I'm gonna try it, and if it gets me past that bad ending, let's examine this time period. Former is the time my body, possessed by Kokoro, was attacked by Enomoto. The latter is the time I, who had returned to my original body due to a transfer, discovered Enomoto's corpse. These two instances, and there's something strange about them. Okay. Let's think. From 6:11 to 7:17, interval of 66 minutes. I was at the shelter cabin then, anxious about my body being controlled by Kokoro. Worried sick about her. Wondering if she'd managed to run away from Enomoto. It's strange, weird even. Cameras recorded my body moving without my consciousness for a good 66 minutes. Means, since Kokoro was already at Sphere at 6:11, her consciousness separated from my body 33 minutes after, at 6:44 at the latest. Then from 6:44 to 7:17, who the hell was controlling my body? Examine the records once again. 6:44 and the 14th is shown to be the moment Enomoto was swinging the knife, aiming at my throat. Mentioned that several times now. That was the point Kokoro transferred. Hotori ran right into Enomoto, causing him to drop the knife. Means Enomoto's murder, as well as the overblown damage to his body, took place sometime between 6:44 and 7:17. The personality in control of my body during this time gap is the culprit. So with that, Fuyakawa Kokoro has a reasonable alibi. Enomoto died after her time limit. Kokoro is innocent. Same considerations apply to the events on the 11th. 8:02, Kokoro was transported to Sphere. 33 minutes afterwards, her consciousness auto left my body. Woke up at Sphere at 9:08. Kokoro jumped, surprised by the sound of breaking cups. 11:30. Regained consciousness in the bathtub. So the camera inside the room recorded Hotori's sudden metamorphosis. Okay, third at 10:24, fourth at 11:30. 66-minute gap in between. If we assume Kokoro was in control for half that time, then what about the other half? Yes, as I thought, a 33-minute gap is also present there. Is any further explanation required? The gap always tags along with our transfers. Nevertheless, my body definitely isn't empty during the remaining 33 minutes. Very clear, another personality slips into it. A third personality. Can't for the life of me guess who they are. Since a third personality exists, then I can deduce the following. There are three exchange points. Hello. The phenomenon we were dragged into is a space-time transfer. An area at a point in time completely changes places with another area at another point in time. The personality exchange is all about each consciousness simply remaining tied to a fixed place and picking the empty container that comes around. If we assume that another personality exists based on this model, then it would be logical to think that the transfers do not occur between 2 points, but 3. When explained in order, it's like this. Let's define a recurrent concept. Now on, we'll refer to the third personality shrouded in as alpha. Alias, an appellative to call the third personality. Yuki to Satoru, Kokoro's name is Kokoro. Yeah, third personality is alpha. Furthermore, to simplify things, I'll make use of the following abbreviations. K's body, Kokoro. K's body, Kokoro. Alpha's body, alpha. Space contained in the sphere of the radius. Sphere area. Shelter cabin area. The third location. The third area. The region surrounding the third area equals the third region. Alright, Aosagi Manakakura, the third region. 33-minute rule. Let's begin. Let's start off with removing the time jump from the equation and focusing on the space transfer. My body is used by us three in the following order. Mi Kokoro, alpha, mi Kokoro, alpha. Simply said, my body, after being operated by me, is operated by Kokoro, then operated by alpha, then operated by me, operated by Kokoro, operated by alpha, so on, cycle. Same thing happens to K's body, so K would be, which explains the discrepancy between Kokoro transferring out and Satoru transferring in. Use the point of view of my consciousness and see how I move between each body. My bound consciousness crawls into an empty container. Body existing in the area currently on Aosagi Island. If you turn over the above sequence, you get my body, Alpha's body, K's body, my body, so on. My consciousness transfers from my body to Alpha's body, then to Kokoro's body, then back, then repeats the process. Kokoro and Alpha transfer in the same order. The transitions all come down to this. When my consciousness is in A's body, Kokoro is in my body, and Alpha is in K's body. Okay, I understand this. Okay, Sphere is in Akakura, shelter cabin is in third region, third area is in Aosagi. Sphere is in third region, shelter cabin is Aosagi, third area is in Akakura. Sphere is back on Aosagi Island, shelter cabin area is in Akakura, third area returns to third region. Everyone returns home. Whew, this is crazy. We know they're all in one straight line, though. Okay. Time my consciousness controls Alpha's body. The time Kokoro controls my body. The time Alpha controls K's body. It's all 33 minutes. The time my consciousness controls Kokoro's body, it's 33 minutes. The third one changes at random. The time we're all in our own bodies. Whew. 4 obscure points. Mystery 1. Because I believe what Kokoro had written down. Transfer to Sphere, return to shelter cabin. Transfer to Sphere. Return to shelter cabin, transfer to Sphere. Transfer to shelter cabin, return to Sphere. Question mark PM. There's something to work with. It's possible we can check what the time was. We know that though. Transfer to shelter cabin. I am at the shelter cabin. Kokoro is in the third area. When was Kokoro at Sphere? I was in the third area at the time, which means one list of times either Kokoro's or mine is incorrect. And the incorrect one was Kokoro's. 1234, transfer to Sphere. 530, transfer to Sphere. 107, 603. They're off by 33 minutes. She was in your body when that happened. Feeling out of place. Could freely control her body, move, talk. When you were in Alpha's body, I felt nothing. Because I don't remember anything. It was probably the same for Kokoro. Why? Why do we never observe anything through Alpha's eyes? Walking around, touching anything, eating something, hearing sounds, smelling. Why couldn't we do any of that? My memory simply skipped over it again and goes straight to the shelter cabin. As if Alpha's body never existed. Doesn't make any sense. Although there was that one scene, which was... There's a few themes I remember which might be significant or not. We'll get to it if it comes up. Where in the world is the third region? When was it dragged in at the space-time transfer? Third area. Since Asagi and Akakura exist at different points in time, it's natural to assume that the third region exists in the past or in the future. If we can pinpoint its location in time, we'll be able to draw closer to the identity of Alpha. Last mysteries about Alpha themselves. Who are they? We've never caught up with them. We can't guess their true colors. It's all the evil they did running around in my body. Plunged themselves in the bathtub, drank up the DMT and MAO inhibitor, and made a mess of the living area. Also tore up the newspaper, and got themselves cut, among other things. Whimsical and chaotic. The results of an innocent child at play. Indeed. A fragment of discomfort still clung. Feeling I couldn't identify. Can't stop feeling uneasy about Alpha in the third area. Can't lose it, sleep over it. Gotta rescue the shelter cabins. Map next to it. Hey. Map added to the court record. That was informative. And things are starting to finally fall into place permanently now. You've seen this scene before. It might not change that much until we get outside. Okay. Frozen shot. when we return, we'll see if this next scene changes at all.